Bharatiya Pratinidhi Sabha's first day media briefing session. Today's media briefing will be done by Shri Mukunda C.R. Sah Sar Karyawaha, Joint General Secretary of RSS. Mukunda ji is from Bengaluru. After his education, he has been Pracharak for last 35 years. On the left side, we have Shri Sunil Ambekar, Akhila Bharatiya Prachara Pramukh. We also have Narendra Kumar ji, Akhila Bharatiya Saha Prachara Pramukh. Pradeep Joshi ji, Akhila Bharatiya Saha Prachara Pramukh. Kshetra Prachara Pramukh, Ayush ji. Karnataka, Uttar और दक्षिण का प्रचार प्रमुख श्री अरुण कुमार जी. Now Shri Mukunda ji will brief us on the today's program.
ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ. Welcome to our campus where our Akhil Bharatiya Pratinidhi Sabha will be held for 3 days. As we all know, and as my colleague Sunil Ambekar ji has briefed 3 days before, total expected here are 1,482, and just now RSST Mohan Bhagwat ji and our General Secretary Dattatreya Hosbale ji have inaugurated our Pratinidhi Sabha by lamping the light and paying our respects to Bharat Mata. Every year when we meet for our Pratinidhi Sabha, our session starts with paying homage and tribute to those who have left us, ending their journey. So this time also we have paid our homage to many of our RSS functionaries and Karyakartas, and also to those who are prominent personalities of our nation and the society. Some of whose name I will take here, but there is a long list that will be distributed to you all. Swami Pranavananda Tirthapad of Kollam, and also descendant of Sant Tukaram ji, Sri Shirish Maharaj ji More. We paid homage to sons like them. We also paid our tributes to our former Prime Minister Dr. Manmohan Singh ji and world famous tabla player Ustad Zakir Hussain ji, and thinker, social thought leader of Kerala, M.T. Vasudevan Nair, and famous film director Shyam Bengal ji, poet and film producer Pritish Nandi ji, and one of the tallest leader and politician of this land, Karnataka, Sri S.M. Krishna ji, and one of the trustees of our Ram Janmabhoomi Tirtha Nyas, Kameshwar Chopal ji, who was also with Vishwa Hindu Parishad since many decades. We paid homage to all these personalities, and two Padma Shri awardees from Karnataka, Srimati Tulsi Gowda ji. She was known as Encyclopedia of Forest, and also Sukri Bomma Gowda. She is also from Karnataka and Padma Shri awardee. She was known for her preservation of tribal music arts. We paid our homage to one of the senior most pracharak of RSS, Swargiya Shankar Tattvavadi ji, who left us few days before. He was instrumental in spreading and consolidating our Hindu Swayamsevak Sangh work, HSS work all over the globe. He left us last week. And also we paid our homage to Sri Debendra Pradhan ji, who is the father of today's HRD Minister Dharmendra Pradhan. Along with it, we paid our tributes to Bibek Debrai ji. He was an economist and also a thinker, and who translated many of our great scriptures like Ramayana, Mahabharata, Bhagavata into English. So, few names I have taken here. As I said, it will be distributed to you all. You can go through it. Usually when we meet like this, our most of our time will be spent on analyzing and planning our work. As we all know, this year we are 100th year. I will not say it's a celebration. For RSS, it's a expansion and consolidation. More than celebration, it's a expansion and consolidation of our work. So we are going through that analysis here in 3 days. Along with it, the social impact, which we have trying to bring a change in the society, that is social transformation. That also will be analyzed, how much far we have able to go in that way. So all these things will be discussed, deliberated and analyzed here. Some of the highlights I want to bring to your attention about our work, RSS work. Number of total places where RSS activities will be held is 73,646, out of which 51,710 are daily activities and 21,936, that is almost 22,000, that will be weekly activities. So totally it is 73,646. But in these places, total shakas, that is daily basic activity of RSS, that are about 83,129. It's almost 10,000 more than what we reported last year. So our work has expanded, that is our daily activity has expanded by 10,000 in numbers. Weekly activities also have gone up. Now it is 32,147, which is more by 4,430 when compared to last year. Our daily and weekly activities put together, it is 1,15,276 that has been reported by all our workers coming from different parts of the country. Since 3 years, as I said, it's not celebration, it is expansion and consolidation of work. We are concentrating more on our rural mandals. So there are, as per our division, we have 58,981 rural mandals, out of which we have daily shakas in 30,770. We have increased it by 3,050 when compared to last year. And our weekly, we have 9,200 weekly activities. Totally it adds up to 39,970, which is almost 67% bundles we are covering out of 58,981. And also our Satsang Chalakji 3 years back invited our Karyakartas, those who can spare 2 years as Shatabdi Vistarak, we call it as. Those who can dedicate 2 years fully, wherever organization sent, they have to go there and work for the expansion and consolidation of work. Like that, till now, there are 2,453 who have left their home and doing this expansion and consolidation work of Sun. Another highlight I want to bring to your notice. Every year, we get Swayam Sevaks who enter into our organization, new Swayam Sevaks, especially in the age group of 14 to 25. For example, total Prarambhik Vargas, we can call it as introduction to RSS. Those who will become cadre. Total Vargas, Prarambhik Vargas held last year was 4,415, in which new cadre added to our organization, it goes up to 2,22,962. That is almost 2,23,000, out of which 14 to 25 age group is 1,63,000 and above 40 is about 20,000. So every year new student and also youth will be added to our organization. And apart from it, we have a provision in our website which is known as Join RSS. Through it, since 2012 until now, more than 12,73,453 Swayamsevaks have shown interest and approached us and have been included into our work, out of which more than 46,000 women also have shown interest. We have guided them to different activities of our Vichar Parivar. While if we go through or if we analyze this Join RSS vertical, there are people who approach us from Arunachal, Manipur and also outside Bharat. What I wanted to bring to your attention is, every year since its 100th year, then also we are an youth organization. Every year youth, students, kids enter into our fold, and it is going on every year and ever expanding. Our Sarkariva Dattatreya Hosbaleji, he has given the whole year's annual report, which will be shared with you. So, some of the highlights which I wanted to bring to your attention. One is, every year we plan our Satsang Chalakji's tour program. This time, he visited some of the prominent places, met some of the prominent personalities of our nation. He visited also Arunachal Pradesh, where he visited a temple, Danyo Polo temple in Arunachal. He visited Shahid Abdul Hamid hometown in Kashmir, and he released a book biography on him. Our Satsang Chalakji and Sarkari Waji attended a meeting which will be held every 2 years. It was a 5th meeting where representative and heads of Hindu organizations which have its global presence, for example, ISKCON, Ramakrishna Mission, BAPS, Bharat Sevashram, Chinmaya Mission. So, all heads and functionaries of these types of spiritual organizations, dharmic organizations come together every 2 years. This year it was held in Mumbai, where our Satsang Chalakji and Sarkari Waji attended it, and we discussed there about the right of Hindus in Bangladesh or human rights issues related to Hindus all over the world, and how a collaborative approach could be done to strengthen our society, not only in India, outside Bharat also. Our Sarkari Waji also visited Kanyakumari to take part in a program of Seva Bharati, where more than 60,000 women came together who are part of special help groups run by Seva Bharati. It was held in Kanyakumari, and our Sarkari Waji attended it. We have our report related to Seva Vibhag, that is service activities also. As on today, totally we have 89,706 service activities, out of which service activities, Seva projects related to education are 40,920, which are related to medical, it is 17,461, and service activities which are held in the area of self-reliance, it's about 10,779, and other activities which are related to social awakening and social service, it is about 20,546. And also RSS have some special initiatives, whether it is related to rural development, Gram Vikas, or Go Samrakshan. Like that, special attention has been paid to Samarasta, Samajik Samarasta, that is bringing social harmony, in which our Swayamsevaks, our volunteers, have concentrated where we have to bring in much change, where the situation is worsened due to some incidents. For example, in 1,084 places, our Swayamsevaks rushed in and have put efforts to eradicate wrong social practices, whether it is related to entry to mandirs or which is related to drinking water from a single source, where it will be not done normally. According to caste, some are banned from having even drinking water. So wherever these types of abnormal things happening in the society, our Swayamsevak Russian, like that, last year in 1,084 places, our Swayamsevaks have tried to solve the problem and tried to bring the harmony in the society. Like that, among the sanitary workers also, in more than 260 places, our Swayam Sevaks are trying to help them with their food, hygiene, medical examination, providing some instruments for their work like that. Usually when we meet for our Pratinidhi Sabha, an analysis of national scenario will be done by our Sarkari Vaji. Like that this time also, some of the highlights that I want to bring to your notice, which is analyzed by our Sarkari Vaji, Dattatreya Hosbade. One thing is, as we all know, Bharat had its Mahakumbh at Prayagraj, actually which heightened cultural pride and also aroused our self-confidence, not only for Hindu society, all over the world, all over the globe, it was a special thing. As we all know, I will not go into details. It was a wonderful glimpse of Bharat's spirituality and cultural heritage, I would say. So, the Uttar Pradesh state government and union government of Bharat, we think it deserves congratulations for creating and running the whole Kumbh with smooth infrastructure and management. Also, during this Mahakumbh, one of our initiatives, that is Saksham, the organization which do its work in the area of specially abled people, it held Netra Kumbh, where lakhs and lakhs of people visited the Netra Kumbh camp held in Mahakumbh. Total beneficiaries of the eye examination, it was 2,37,964, and free distribution of spectacles, it was 1,63,652, and even cataract operation was done for 17,069 people who visited our camp. And the famous one thali, one thai, that is one bag, one thaili campaign, one plate and one bag campaign, which was held all over the country, which was initiated by one of our, we call it as Gatividhi, that is Paryavarana Gatividhi. Our Karyakartas, Swayamsevaks working in the space of environment. They collected about 14,17,064 plates and 13,46,128 bags, and it was distributed in Mahakumbh so that plastics, plates and bags could be avoided. It was a great success, and it has been noticed by media, not only in our country, all over the world. And last time our Sarkari Vaji made a statement about 300th birth anniversary of Lokmata Ahilya Devi Holkar. The program was held all over the country by different organizations and also through our Swayam Sevaks and Vichar Parivar, women and men functionaries. So, wide-ranging programs, and I would say it was held successfully all over the country, bringing in the great qualities of Ahilya Bai Holkar, whether her administrative capacity or her efforts to bring change in judicial system in those days, all those things. And it inspired today's society so that the women leadership could be given more space, not only in government, but in social activities and social transformative efforts. One of the things our organization is concerned is about Manipur. So, since 20 months, as we all know, Manipur is going through a very bad patch. But there is some hope today as we have gone through the decisions of central government, some of which are political and some of which are administrative. It has risen hopes for people of Manipur, but as an organization we analyze it as it will take a long time for natural atmosphere which has to be created. Another concern for our organization and all our pratinidhis here is about the forces which are challenging the national unity, especially in raising the north-south divide. Whether it is about delimitation, whether it is about languages. So, our volunteers and our functionaries of different organizations related to our Vichar Parivar, we are trying our best to bring in the harmony, especially in southern states. So these are some of the highlights of analysis done by our General Secretary Dattatreya Hosbade about the national scenario. This annual report will be distributed to you all, so you can go through in detail. These are some of the things which I wanted to share with you. If there are any questions or anything which you want to know, it's open to you.
Mukundan ji, Namaskar. I'm Jatin from Economic Times, Delhi. Sir, you mentioned about Manipur and the north-south divide, which were analyzed in the meeting, sir. So, can you share some details about the Sangh efforts in bringing peace and harmony in Manipur? Because you are a social organization, you have volunteers there. Secondly, as of now, we are sitting in southern India. The southern states unanimously, more or less, having one reason that they have able to check their population. So they should not be on the losing end when the delimitation turn in terms of the Lok Sabha seats. How does Sangh look at this perspective? These are the two small queries, sir.
As per Manipur, since we are a social organization, our efforts is more about bringing in two tribal groups which are fighting there, that is Meitei and Kukis. So we have our workers and our Swayamsevaks, our organization among both Kukis and Meiteis, and we are trying to bring in the leadership in both the communities to sit together. Yes, there are many things which have to be solved politically, and some of the decision has to be taken by central government. They are doing their work. We are helping the people of Manipur by bringing communities together. For the sake of some reason, I will not reveal the names, but many of the leaders of both the communities, we are in touch with them, and we have held some of the meetings both in Imphal, Guwahati, or even in Delhi, so that some harmony could be achieved. Yes, there are other aspects of this problem. It's a very complex problem. Whatever influence and whatever, I would say, moral connections we have with the leadership of both the communities, we are trying out our best, and it is giving results. And also, we held hundreds of relief camps when there was so much of violence and there were thousands of refugees in their own homeland. So we held many of the relief camps. Our Swayam Sevak Karyakartas from all over the country, they helped with not only food, even with some of the things which are needed to run their families. So it's going on since 20 months. But now, as I said, there are some hope in the people and also in our organization, where, as we all know, President's rule has been declared, and there are things that could be set right administratively. But as I told as we have mentioned in our report, it will take very long time to heal the wound that has been done in these 20 months. About North-South divide, as I said, there are many aspects of it. Mostly we think most of them are politically motivated. But as you mentioned now, when it comes to delimitation, the central government, our Home Minister has, I think he has told in Parliament also, in Coimbatore about 20-25 days back, that it will be held based on the ratio. That is, if some southern state is having some number of Lok Sabha seats today in 544 total number of seats, that ratio will be held as it is when it is expanded. If it is expanded, the whole decision has to be taken by the central government. It's not the space for RSS to say something, how much number, how much ratio, all those things. But as per media reports, I have also read that Home Minister has told the press in Coimbatore, the same ratio will be held when it is expanded. But other than this, there are many things, as I said, mostly politically motivated when it comes to, for example, having the symbol of rupee or in a local language, or about language. So these things could be addressed not by political leaders, I would say. Social leaders have to come together, social groups have to come together. It's not good for the country to quarrel among ourselves. Yes, everyone has to be given justice. Sangh is for that, but that could be resolved harmoniously. What we think. ठीक है.
Namaste sir, this is Jyoti from Hosadiganta Digital. The persecution of Hindus in Bangladesh has become a global issue now. What is the RSS stance on this? Could you please share your view, and what are the resolution you will be taken up in BITEC, sir?
So that resolution will be taken in these 3 days, and it will be given to you, and also will be in our press conference tomorrow or day after tomorrow. Whole thing will be discussed. So I will not spare more time here for that, because it will become, it's not yet, it has been, that resolution has not been taken here. There is a proposal to have a resolution. I think it will be held in these 3 days, and one of our functionaries will come here and explain it.
Sir, this is Jayaprakash from PTI. RSS at 100, that is what RSS at 100 years of RSS. This is the central theme of this BITEC. What is the total number of RSS Swayam Sevaks you have for the last 100 years? How is the demography? Largest number of Swayam Sevaks come from which part of the country? Because you are saying that consolidation and expansion, this is going to be your main focus. So where does the RSS draw its strength as far as manpower is concerned? And how are you looking at this issue?
almost 1 crore we can say, the number of Swayamsevaks. But those who are attending our daily shakas will be around 6 lakh. And as many of us know, our Swayamsevaks who are trained in our shakas will work in different parts of, different sections of the society. So there are lakhs and lakhs of Swayamsevaks who are working in different sections, that whether it is related to Seva, whether it is related to trade unionism, or among the farmers, like that. As I said, mostly our catchment area is, that is, I would not say catchment area, the age group through which a person enters our organization is between 12-14 years to 20-25 years. Yes, there are people or persons who enter after their 40-year age also. But mostly when they are kids, they will enter our organization. Due to historical reasons, there were some areas where we are not getting that much traction, or expansion was not going on as we planned. But since 8-10 years, all over the country, uniformly, we are getting our new cadre, new Swayamsevaks into our organization. For example, last year only, or since 4-5 years, I would say, in Tamil Nadu, where compared to other regions, we are lacking in numbers, we are getting so many Swayamsevaks, new cadre from Tamil Nadu region. This year also, number of shakas in Tamil Nadu has crossed 4,000. Or in some parts of the Bihar, or in some parts of the western Odisha, or some region which we call it as Devgiri in Maharashtra, where we are not that much strong compared to other regions. There also, since 6-8 years, we are getting so much of new Swayamsevaks, our shaka numbers are expanding. So today, I would say, almost in all parts of the country, there is no opposition for RSS expansion work. And there are some parts where we face small resistance, not due to any religious or any other thing, due to political, in some parts of the country, due to political reasons. Temporarily, we get some resistance, but it will also be solved by talking to them, harmoniously sitting with them. So we are on a, I would say, expansion spree.
Sir, this is Sharan from the print. Just a clarification on the language that you mentioned. You said that you don't want the country to quarrel amongst itself. But what is the RSS stand on what should be the language? Is there an official language? Should regional languages get the same amount of respect? Or does it see, as in the southern states are actually saying that a lot of the regional languages are actually being sidelined for the promotion of Hindi? So what is the RSS take on this, sir?
मातृभाषा, मदर टंग, मातृभाषा में not only for education, RSS prefers all our daily things has to be done by matrubhasha, mother tongue. So when RSS has not passed resolution about what should be 3-language or 2-language system or anything, but about matrubhasha, mother tongue, we have passed a resolution earlier. I would say every person, not only in school system, in the society also, we have to learn multiple languages. One is our mother tongue. Another would be the regional language, or I would say market language, where we live. If I live in Tamil Nadu, I have to learn Tamil. If I live in Delhi, I have to learn Hindi, because I have to converse with the local people or the market. Another would be, for some people, career language is also needed. If it is English, he or she may learn that. she has to learn that also, because it's his or her career. So career language is also there, regional language is also there, mother tongue, which RSS always stresses upon it. We have to have our mother tongue, Matrubhasha. In homes, our Satsang Chalakji always try to convey wherever it is possible. In homes, in community, please use your Matrubhasha. Wherever it is needed, as I said, regional or market, it may need a language where we live. And career, it needs our own decision has to be made by us. If I have to have my career in English or in Hindi or in Kannada, it has to be decided by me. This is, and our Satsang Chalakji is always, even in his informal and formal meetings also, tell our Swayamsevaks, those from Hindi stage, to learn one South Indian language or Northeastern language. That will not only improve you personally, but it will also spread the harmony.
So,
ये आखिरी प्रश्न समय हो गया।
सबके मन में है कि एनआरसी को लेकर संघ क्या विचार रखता है। बीजेपी ने अपने मैनिफेस्टो में 2019 में रखा, लेकिन 24 में हटा दिया था। तो एनआरसी पर कुछ चर्चा या कोई आगे उस पर बढ़ने की
अभी हमने यहाँ तो चर्चा नहीं कर रहे। वो जब भी इन्हें देश में जो रहता है उनके लिए आइडेंटिटी होना चाहिए, रजिस्ट्रेशन यदि हो सकता है तो भी होना चाहिए, ये संघ का मत है।
सर एक अंतिम सवाल हिमांशु तिवारी, टाइम्स नाउ
हो गया
भारत
समय।
से। पूरे देश भर में जिस तरीके का माहौल बना हुआ है,
कल
जिस
भी
तरीके
ब्रीफ होगा।
एक लास्ट सवाल, पूरे देश भर में जिस तरीके का माहौल बना हुआ है कि आए दिन हिंदू और मुस्लिम के बीच में क्लैशेस होते हैं, नागपुर में भी हुआ, अलग अलग देश में अलग अलग जगहों पर देखने को मिला, होली पर भी देखने को मिला। हिंदू और मुस्लिम एकता के लिए, हार्मनी के लिए क्या संघ किस तरीके के प्रकल्प चला रहा है, किस तरीके के काम कर रहा है, किस तरीके की
कल
रणनीति
परसों इस
बनाएगा आगे
विषय
के
के
लिए?
बारे में ब्रीफिंग होगा, और परसों सुनील जी ने इसके बारे में नागपुर के घटना को लेकर बताया है। कल परसों आपको और भी ब्रीफिंग मिलेगी।